Okay, so looks like we're live. Hello, welcome to my tutorial on how to play as Josh Stone in RE5 Mercenaries for the Xbox One HD. I am just going to be showing you how to properly play as Josh and give you a strategy on what to do. This is not a 150 combo or a high score run, just showing you how to properly obtain a double S as Josh. So as we see here, Josh has the M9 as his starting handgun, his workhorse. It has a capacity of 100. I do not know the figures on the damage model, but it is a 4-shot kill. He has 10 rounds in reserve. His power weapon is the M3 shotgun, capacity of 7. Not sure what the power is on it, but it has 10 rounds in reserve. He comes equipped with 1 RPG and 3 hand grenades.
I'm in a chopper headed to your position now. Take down as many enemies as you can before I arrive. You'll get a special bonus if you defeat multiple enemies in a row.
Just for the general rule for the M3, unlike Chris BSAA, who had the Ithaca 37 shotgun, the M3 can't really. With Chris, it's out of necessity sometimes that you just need to have a better gun, free up some space. But with the M3, you can't really main it because the capacity is simply too small, even though it's much more powerful. But in general, you don't want to. I've never seen someone discard Josh's handgun. Maybe it's because a strategy that people stopped using with the discarding of the pistols when they start getting better at using melee only, or using the pistols to set up the melees, or maybe it's just because they realize Josh's secret power. That is simply that Josh's melees are incredibly awesome. They're these ad-libbed wrestling moves like elbow drops, skull crushers, and choke slams and whatnot. Out of all of the Mercenaries reunion characters that were available with the gold edition of the game, Josh is the only one that has a 2 combo finisher moves. Which is actually a skull crusher if you're into wrestling, but like Sheva's skull crusher move, it is not very effective. It's pretty much useless because it only applies to normal Magini, and it's only a one person. It's a grapple move that only involves one person. Damn chicken. Josh is very similar to Chris Safari in that the M3 is quite powerful, and you can set up melee moves with him, doing the front flinch through the headshot. But the big difference is that whereas Chris Safari's is because his gun is more powerful, Josh BSAA's is just simply because his melees are so incredibly strong. I don't have numerical values on the power, but it is much more than Chris's straight punch. And also he has a although it always results in a decapitation, the leg flinch from behind turns into the suplex, which is an instant kill. Something unique also is that Josh's combo move. The Iron Tackle is also quite powerful in comparison to other characters. You can put one shot into someone to stun them, and it will be strong, still have enough power to kill. His other move, the backhand, doesn't have the same effect, but that being said, whereas if you stun someone, you might just simply go for another shot to take them out. With Josh, you can actually use the Iron Tackle to get a melee kill, so you can get more time back. His front leg flinch move is the power kick, which although it looks pretty strong, it is not much different from the uppercut, except that I think it may have a larger hit radius. You're still going to need 2 hits to weaken someone to the point where the power kick will be fatal. But with its large radius and its relatively fast attack speed, you can use it to set up 2 people, like in a crowd, to get knocked back onto the ground for a ground finisher, and then just simply use the elbow drop, which is an amazing attack, to finish both of them off and get double the time back with one strike. One thing I've been somewhat forgetting to do, probably just because Chris is the only character from the original Mercenaries that the supplies, Chris and Sheva are the only characters that the supplies steal, is when paired with certain characters from the Reunion DLC, certain melee moves are replaced and put in with more powerful variants. Josh, his is a front flinch called that turns the hammer blow to the maximum straight. It is, I believe it actually does as much damage as Wesker's thrust punch, which means that it's viable. You can just use you can use flash grenades to set them up, and then just take out a crowd simply by doing the maximum straight. But one thing I would recommend against doing that is that it's not as fast as Wesker's thrust punch. And not the thrust punch, it's the Cobra Strike. This, the melee change occurs when you pair him with Barry and with any version of Sheva. It's one of the few melee changes I recommend. I would recommend pursuing when you're choosing characters. If you want to when you're thinking of synergizing more than just having the same guns, it might be worthwhile to have the improved melee strike. One thing that I myself normally run into this a lot with Josh is that his gun is not very, the pistol is not very strong, of course, but one thing I noticed is that even though he has the highest capacity for the pistol with 100 rounds, it also feels like it often will have very little ammunition in reserve, probably because I'm using more rounds. But when that translates to other players, though, I notice a lot of people actually be running out of ammunition or just running really low because with 100 rounds they don't think to pick pistol ammo up because, you know, they just see that they have 70, 60, 50 left. They just simply don't care, which usually comes back to bite them in the ass. Sorry about that. What was that at? Since he only has one RPG, you'd think that would be more strategy than with Chris Safari, who has two, but in reality, it's not. With your RPG, all you're deciding is when you want to use it, because it's just really keeping up the space. You have to strategize on which enemy you want to face without it, because the shotgun is incredibly powerful, like with the happy face monsters or zombies or the Gatling gun machinies. The shotgun's more than enough to take them out, although it just suffers from the typical shortcomings of the shotguns. In this playthrough, I was just decided to use my RPG when I saw the first one because I was in the middle of a combo, so I was like, yeah, don't want to have to interrupt this to whip up my shotgun and focus on him. Although it can't, the elbow drop, I suppose it can be aimed, but it seems to me that the timing that either someone will be decapitated or not is somewhat random. So be on your guard. I usually try to keep flash grenades on me at all times in the event there's a mutation on the ground. But with all that being said, a really easy strategy is to find a crowd, go for a power kick, try to hit one or two at once, they all go down. And instead of doing your finisher and just taking out a few or one or two, if they clump together, you can do the elbow drop. And since it has such a huge hit radius and so powerful, you can take out multiple enemies at once. And you back up quite a bit of time. Otherwise, one thing I would mention with the elbow drop is that it is, of course, it's very powerful, but with, if you have a cephalo mutation, which is the tentacle head that's coming out of the body, if you knock it back with your shotgun, the easy strategy to actually get time back, which is kind of hard with the mutations, is to do that and then drop the melee the elbow drop, and usually it's powerful enough to just outright kill them. See, I'll try to... That time it didn't work, but I've had sprees where I've just used the shotgun and knock him back onto the ground and then use the elbow drop to finish him off.
I'm in the field now. Hold on.
Chicken somewhere. Little bastard.
Amazing job. You really cleaned up.
Alright, so I'm going to run that one more time, this time without my commentary. Hopefully I'll be able to do a little bit of a better job.
I'm in a chopper headed to your position now.
Iron Tackle just killed that one right there. It just shows how powerful it is. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention is with the assist moves, in general, the rule is usually when a person does an assist move, you have the opportunity to run after the zombie and then do your own move to either set up a combo or to finish them off with your front flinch move. For example, the straight punch with Chris. But with Josh's, his move's like this football tackle thing, and it will absolutely destroy anyone who's grabbing you. I've yet to see Magini who survives after getting hit with the with his assist move. This tiny little bastard. I have chat open if anyone would like to ask any questions. No, I got the chickens.
I'm in the field now. Hold on.
This is embarrassing. Looks like I have 1 kill left. I can't find the damn bird.
I can't believe you did all of that by yourself.
Alright, that is my tutorial on Josh. In summary, use your shotgun as your power weapon pistol to set up melees. Your melees are incredibly powerful. And your RPG, just use that whenever on a sub boss. There's no particular order since you only have 1. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a nice day.